Why are you guys doing that?
It's the starting the podcast.
Oh, is that it? Okay, well, which one of your cues do I follow? Why is Adam doing both hands? I don't like that. At least Jumpman's makes more sense.
I got one hand on my phone and one hand on my.
What? I don't think the audio listeners are gonna get the key. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to censor that. Everything goes in.
Hey, what shoe size are you, Adam?
That does not go in.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna add like an egregious blur. This might be the worst intro ever. If I'm.
All right.
Nah, we're starting now.
Adam?
Oh, we're starting now.
Yeah.
Are you gonna answer his question first?
You go answer the fucking question.
What's my shoe size?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yes, because we're like the same similar height. Dude, 6'1", teeny feet, bro. You know what they say about small feet?
And they're quite thin as well. Like I've got little dainty feet. That's why they're probably always injured.
I wouldn't be so proud of this. You know, I'd be lying right now, bro. I'd be saying, size 13, fucking double E width.
You guys don't do shoe size by that.
I'm who I am.
Aren't you like, oh, it's 46 centimeters?
Oh, yeah, that's true. They're weird sizes. European.
Yeah. Well, what do you do? Wait, how do you measure shoe size?
There's three different ones, right? There's UK, EU, and... What do you do in Australia, sorry?
US.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Honestly, when I used to work at the shoe store, every single different company had their own different conversions for US to UK to EU, and it was so horrible. Especially when someone would come in and ask for an EU size instead of a UK size.
Huh.
Oh,
wait, I just realized you were talking 9.5 UK, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
US, US, I'm what, like 11.5 then? Or I don't know if it's plus one or plus two.
It'd be 10.5 is plus one.
Yeah, okay. Which, like...
Oh, completely reasonable.
Average.
Actually, completely reasonable then. I see 9.5 US, that's actually kind of princess.
What is it?
Dude.
I don't even...
Yeah. I didn't want to say. I mean, I was low key thinking. Like, I mean, is that princess feet? I feel like that's kind of bang average, but you know.
Yeah, no, it kind of is for 6'1". Maybe, yeah. No, that's about right.
Wow, what a great conversation! Yes, let me start.
No, that's in. Everything's in. That's a good buffer at time.
Nothing. Like a 5-minute intro.
To talk about this week, apparently.
We really don't.
How can you say that? Okay, I think a lot of people were super excited about Prefontaine, and it was really good.
What are you? Are you okay?
I'm sneezing.
I look over and Adam just starts freaking out all of a sudden, like an allergic reaction. He's allergic to lengthy delayed intros.
Genuinely, I start getting symptoms. It builds up, just stresses me out.
It sounds like he scared the hell out of me. I thought we were going to have to call someone.
Just having an aneurysm on camera.
Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to yet another running podcast, episode 7. I am Runner Boy. Joined with me are the two clickbait goats that will have some videos out soon, if not are already out, which are Jumpman and Adam Jensen. Boys, how we doing?
I think we're both a bit cooked.
Yeah, you guys said you were hella tired.
Yeah, well, you know, England-Mexico game, what a beautiful game. Probably the highlight of the World Cup. I think Argentina-Cape Verde is the only one that comes close. But I'm basically nocturnal. I went to sleep at 8 a.m. because the game was delayed, and then I went on a run afterwards. And I've got like an early morning flight the next day, and it's not going to be a fun 24 hours, but we're going to deal with it.
Yeah, you make me sound like a pansy. I just went to bed at 5 because that's when I was pretty much done doing the video, and then I just had a busy day.
I got you doing the easy work, huh? Cupcake.
But, honestly, did you say 8 a.m.? It's like, damn, 5 a.m. don't sound bad anymore.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I still got good sleep, but like I slept 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I feel like such a degenerate.
That's pretty Degen. I haven't done something like that I can't remember the last time I've gone to bed past 5 a.m. I think was probably my most degen, 5:30. But 8 is bad. 8, I mean, the sun's shining, people are getting ready for work.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I went on a run, I felt okay about myself, because I did a 6 a.m. productive run, but like, it's just my like sleep schedule just been slowly creeping later and later and later, and the World Cup's not helping with the 1 a.m. knockout games. So, because I also want to watch Belgium versus USA, because I'm in Belgium, and got to root against the USA, especially in the World Cup. Going to be honest here, so
valid.
Yeah, we'll see.
No,
Damn, I got like a family of people from America in my house right now, so gun to my head, quite literally.
No, I'm trying to think. I know during the winter my schedule slips a lot because during the summer I kind of feel incentivized to get up earlier and get my run, at least my first run, out of the way. And then I don't know. I actually feel more productive when I have a healthier sleep schedule too. I feel like when I stay up really late, I just kind of dilly-dally in the late hours and just, I don't know, I'll just jam some video games with some friends, or I'll play some poker or whatever, because tournaments run pretty late into the night, and it's just, you just don't feel good. You just never feel good waking up past noon. It's just, it's like never a good feeling.
You do it like too many days in a row, your health just tanks, bro. Like, being suicidal is a few noon wake-ups away.
Jesus. I don't know about that. I think if you're getting enough holy shit. We're really just laying down the law here, apparently.
Listen,
if you wake up at 12:01 p.m., you're fucking
it's over.
Listen, as a teenager, it's great, but listen, I figured out it's not me, okay? When I first moved to Australia and I wasn't posting for like a little bit, like a month, because I was trying to get settled and stuff. I was waking up at like 6 a.m. enjoying the mornings, going to bed normal. I started making videos again, man, and just like sometimes there's like those 12-hour videos or like 14-hour days, or just like trying to pump something out. It just pushes back. Now I'm just consistent, like video day is always a 5 a.m. sleep, and then it ruins the next bunch of days, and then I know I'm going to be doing it at the end of the next week again, and it just sucks.
Oh, boo-hoo. Millionaire Jumpman has such a hard life.
If anyone fucking calls me a millionaire in the comments, I'm actually gonna fucking I will fly to your house with my imaginary $1 million and beat the living shit out of you.
He's gonna go in his private jet, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds pretty cut and dry to me.
Yeah, fuck, I missed out on. I don't have any money to find you, but if I did, I would.
But yeah, so and really all that happened this week or weekend was pre-classic. It was a 2-day event, so there was a good amount of events that happened, but I think in terms of things we can really, I don't know. I personally, I'm very mixed on pre-classic. I think the races that I found enjoyable were probably not the ones others found as enjoyable, but I kind of want to hear your guys' just like general overview before we kind of kick things off.
I feel like the distance races were pretty disappointing, if I'm being honest. I mean, I think a lot of people just weren't in shape. A lot of people didn't go with a pacemaker for whatever reason. And like, we talked about before, I'm not someone who's like, if you don't run sub 8 in the 2 miles, then what's even the point of the race? Like, it's nice to have good competition, but it is a bit of a stinker when every single race they kind of just stay off the pacemaker within the first kilometer, and then nothing really exciting happens. But I felt like there were 1 or 2 interesting races there. I think there's some stuff to get into with Keely, which I was kind of basing my video off of. But apart from that, I felt like Paris was much better. I was a bit disappointed with pre-classic, to be honest.
You're not wrong. Paris was really good, but I'd love to hear what people in the comments say who enjoy a lot of distance, because I really only have you guys in my lives that actually like distance. I wouldn't go near a distance run in real life. But the sprints were great. Like, actually, it was like banger race after banger race. We could talk like, no incredible times, but the matchups were awesome, and the people who won, or there were a lot of storylines in the background kind of unfolding.
No incredible times with Tate Taylor? Like, I suppose it's
sorry.
not.
No, but sorry, I've kind of got like notes up, and I'm looking at you know, like I don't know what would an incredible time be for the men's 100. Like I guess actually 984 was pretty good, but it's not like I mean it's really good, but it's not incredible. A high 10.7 for the women's is really good, but it's not incredible. The 400 like Kevin Chippy didn't run under 44. Brit 1286 was really good, but you know just after we saw 1275, what feels incredible in the hurdles anymore?
Well, I guess in that case, what do we want to talk about? Because it sounds like you kind of just blew through all your events in 30 seconds.
Right,
yeah,
that's
but mentioning
podcast,
it
guys.
doesn't like
No, I know. I'm playing.
I'm
playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do we
wait. Talking distance, like, was Cam Myers not incredible to you guys? Like,
that was a good race.
I think he spoiled us with the 348 or the 328 flat in Paris.
Yeah, which is true.
so the comparison is like last week was better. This was just like
It was solid. It was solid.
Being in better shape.
Yeah, because we were looking at the World Athletics points of it, and it's basically equivalent to a 329 high. I mean, like I think that was probably one of the better distance races. Like, but it still wasn't incredible in its own right. It was just like good race. Cam Myers looks great, and I think it was more the highlight because the other races were like kind of mediocre.
Yeah,
in my memory at least.
But yeah, for day one, do we have anything to talk about? Personally, I don't really have much to talk about. I don't know if either of you want to talk about the 800 at all. My only 2 cents is that Cooper looked asleep at the wheel the entire time.
I mean, I didn't get to watch the full race. Actually, I low-key forgot the pre-classic was going to be 2 days, and then I just woke up to the results. But when I looked at some of the replay stuff, I feel like, I don't know, probably just wasn't his day today. He probably realized that fairly early on because he didn't go with the pacemaker.
Yeah.
I think the pacer went out quite hot, but even then, like he sat off, and the winning time was like 1:43. So I think when Miller just charged past him, Cooper was just like, "Yeah, I've not got it today," and he kind of he was tired, but I think he also eased up to allow him to conserve himself for USA's. So I think USA's will decide whether that's he peaked too early in the Diamond Leagues, or if that's just a bad off day.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Cooper losing here is anything too important. But interesting tidbit, Miller ran 1:43.6, I think, and that's 0.2 or 0.3 away from his PB.
Yeah, it's close.
Isn't he Josh Kerr's like main training partner?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
So that really indicates the type of shape Kerr is in. Or do you think it has any correlation?
I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. Like, I don't think it's telling us anything we don't already know, given the workouts the Kerr's posted. I mean, Miller looks great. He also, because they raced twice, I think, him and Kerr in an 800 meter, and Miller won both of them. So he's been looking good, but I don't think Brandon Miller is close to PB shape. I don't know if we can read too much into Josh Kerr's mile attempt from that.
Yeah,
well, my prediction is okay. No, you go, Runner.
Oh no, all I was gonna say was that it's one of those things where I would have liked to see Josh race one single mile before doing London. He's really kind of banking on the stars aligning for this, because usually, I mean, when Faith did her breaking 4 attempt, she at least did a 1K. Yeah, she at least did a 1K time trial. I mean, listen, an 800 is going to give you a baseline metric for the mile. Like, if you're a mile specialist, it will give you some kind of baseline speed metric to go off of, but it's nowhere near enough data as doing a 1K or even a 1200 sort of time trial where you kind of feel out the pace for a bit more. And yeah, I don't know. I really wish Josh threw himself in a mile of some sorts, even if it wasn't something he went all out in. If he went out and won a Diamond League in 329 and it looked easy, I'd be like, okay, maybe he's in pretty good shape. I would have liked to see some sort of mile specific metric to go off of before going into London.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so stupid to go into a world record attempt with no racing beforehand. And because of that, I have a bold prediction. I think the 1:43 by Miller basically says he's nowhere near world record shape. Kerr, and also he's not even going to win the race.
Not even gonna
Oh,
win.
I like that one.
Do we? Okay, I've got a few things to say. So the first thing is that, first of all,
Actually,
okay, exactly. So Kerr's done 2 800s. I think he got sub 145, but like the 2 races he's done, on top of the 800 not being like a great baseline metric to begin with, they've also not looked super impressive. Like he's put out some really impressive workouts since then, but like, you know, if he'd done the 800 and he got 143 or like low 144s, we'd be thinking, oh, okay, like, you know, that's a positive sign. You know, he dipped under 145 in a race he didn't win against like not elite tier competition. I feel like I think maybe Hopple and Brazier are in 1 or 2 of them, but neither of them have looked good this year.
Kind of like they're low-key falling off. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe it's an off year for them, but they're also like not the youngest as far as 800 athletes go. But so he is apparently going to be doing a 1200 time trial in training. I think in like 2 or 3 days from now, so July 8th, July 9th. And I don't know whether that will be posted. I don't know whether like what the results of that are going to be, but I think that's the best indication we're going to get, because I mean it's a lap off the full distance.
How important are like time trials and training for distance runners? Is this like a Fred Curley, I broke the world record in training again type thing, or does it actually mean something?
That far. I feel like it does mean something. I mean, especially if it's 1200 instead of some like, because part of the issue is that Kerr's been posting great workouts, but like it's difficult, especially at the top level, to translate a 6x800 meter workout with 3 minutes rest or whatever it is. You know, like the best we have is maybe, because he likes to do 2 sets of 4x400 meters. I think there's 60 seconds between reps and then like 3-4 minutes between the sets. And he does that fairly consistently, so at least have a rough benchmark of where he's at. And I think he's like at or exceeding PB shape with those types of workouts. But even then, like, I think he did one before London and it was saying he was in like 327 shape, 328 shape, and he kind of didn't perform this as well, despite getting good pacemaking from George Mills. So yeah, I think it's a better indicator than Fred Curley, but it's not. Training and racing, there's always a disconnect.
It's a very very high bar to clear, of course.
Nah, of course. That's the type of analysis we expect on the YARP podcast.
But no, it's funny you mention the notion of distance running time trials, because I remember for Nike's Breaking 2, the one that wasn't quite as successful as Ineos, but nevertheless, they did actually have Tadesse, Kipchoge, and oh my God, who was the third runner in that? Who was the third runner in Breaking 2? Do you remember?
No,
I would never call it.
No. I remember, I don't think it was, I mean, dare I say, it wasn't anyone who was like incredibly relevant even at the time.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure it was Kipchoge.
Oh, it was Lalisa Desisa. He was the Boston. He was the Boston Marathon winner. Yeah, so they had them all do a half marathon time trial I don't remember the timeline. It was like a few months out or something. And I remember Kipchoge ran 50. I don't think it was high 50. I think it was low 59. But I mean, it was the easiest 59 you'll ever see in your life. So I think when Nike saw that, or when the people saw that, it does kind of give you something to work off of. I feel like in distance running, times, even with a gap as large as half marathon to marathon, you can kind of get a decent gauge at, where you're at performance wise, just because some events translate over aerobically so well that, unless you're Tadesse, for example. But I mean, if he can run a casual 59, who's to say he can't run a 100% effort 201? And I mean, that's what he did. He ran 2 flat 20 25.
Wait, are we talking Kipchoge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2 flat 25, and I think that like massively exceeded the expectations of the event going in. Like, I think most people were viewing it in the way that like we were the way most people are viewing the Josh Kerr mile thing is like he's got no chance. I think Breaking 2 had that, except then it was like, oh no, he actually did really well.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess to be fair, the pacing car, low key, at least I wouldn't say speculated, but academically speculated. So definitely a much higher standard to have done a lot of the work compared to the shoe technology or relative to the shoe technology. Because of not only was there a car in front, there was also a sign which was able to block even more wind. And because I was talking to Dr. Bert Blocken, who's the guy behind the drafting rules, like the modern drafting rules for cycling nowadays. And he was saying that it definitely, like, stuff like that helps way more than people think. Because in cycling, they had to enforce a rule where people were stacking they were stacking bikes higher and higher on top of the support cars. So that way cyclists could get more of a drafting advantage. So they had to, I think, limit that. And then they also had to limit the distance between a cyclist and the pacing car to, limit the amount of drafting benefit they were getting there too. Because apparently it was massive. So
I think especially in cycling as well, right? That's part of the issue, I think, sometimes with the drafting stuff is like most of our data is from cycling, which is kind of a different ballgame. I mean, it still gives us good guidance, though.
Yeah. But overall, yeah, is Josh Kerr going to break? I mean, we're probably going to end up talking about Kerr breaking the mile world record every week leading.
Yeah, I think we could do like a full formal prediction thing next week after Monaco, given that that's not going to be a fantastic meet on the distance.
When is it? Is it the 18th?
18th, yeah.
What, London? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are we going to talk about for Monaco? Are we? we'll get into that later. We'll get to the preview for that later. Yeah. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we should bang the distance events first and then the sprints. For this case.
Yeah, 2 distance guys. I'm ruled out of the majority.
Well, not even that, just because I felt... I just felt like the... Yeah. Oh, well... Wait, what did you say? I thought you said something else.
Oh,
Adam.
Me?
Yeah.
I said because they were stinkers. I mean...
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said. I mean, listen, the distance events were... I think they were fine. I think that's like the one word to put it. They were fine. I just think...
I think we're getting greedy, bro.
I
think we're getting greedy.
I just think the prestige of the pre-classic in particular, especially in the last few years of how the event has turned out and who they've brought in and the storylines that have developed, I think comparatively speaking, that magic wasn't really there. I wasn't glued to my screen and viscerally, typing you guys like, oh my God, this happened, that happened, whatever. I was just I was enjoying it, but I wasn't, like at my chair, but you know what event, what event I actually was pretty hyped about? The women's 8, which I think people are going to be surprised about. Yeah. And contextually, it's pretty unique in my opinion, because if you watch the broadcast, you will notice, or at least the Peacock broadcast. To be fair, I am speaking for the Peacock broadcast, which was for all the US viewers. But they did this fancy schmancy intro for Keely and and how she won the Olympics. Are we forgetting who won and beat her ass last year? It was Adaejah.
That's really funny.
And not even that. They introduced Jallo at the beginning. Like they were going through some of the runners at the beginning. Yeah, which shout outs to her. Love to see her at the pre-classic, but they didn't even do a proper introduction. I'm pretty sure for Adaejah. They did. Like I think the commentators briefly, unbelievably snubbed. So you can imagine my face when Adaejah. Dude, that was the one event I was actually out of my chair for. I was ecstatic to see Adaejah win, just as a giant middle finger to the fucking broadcasting team and just the people in general for not realizing who was actually in this field, and that I thought this one was so deserved for Adaejah because, dude, I also watched her interview or her press conference. She's such a sweetheart, bro. She's actually the sweetest person on earth. So, shout out Adaejah.
I mean, her name gets left out of the conversation a lot, because it's been world record. I mean, technically, like she's definitely an outside shot, and she could win any race purely based on how far she ran last season. I don't know. It's just she just hasn't ran a lot. That's it.
I think
People forget. People have the memories of goldfish.
like because she had to see okay because I think also I should probably clarify like I had a bit of a schizo theory at the start of the season that Odira was going to get target tested into oblivion and then just not really show up this year. As a result.
I mean, I agreed with that. That's a real ass take, honestly.
Tinfoil hat.
So that was my tinfoil hat take. I think sometimes, that sometimes came across as like slight. I mean, disdain's the wrong word, but like I was slightly rooting against Odira in a couple of the early season meets, which wasn't my intention. But because she ran like 157 a few times, and I remember so the British commentary wasn't as egregious because they didn't do the whole fancy intro for everything, but obviously they were focusing on Keely. They gave a brief mention to Odira, just happening to be the world champion, and they did say like, oh, that was really unexpected. Wasn't expecting that, and it's like, I mean, is it? I'm not saying that she was the favorite going in, but I mean. She was she's the world champion from last year. Yeah, and also like they were saying, oh, she's not really run that fast this year. This is quite a surprise. Are we forgetting exactly what happened last year? Like, didn't he get a 3-second season's best in the World Championships? And like deja vu from Tokyo, the way that race panned out, Keely led for technically I think it was Jallo who was actually at the front for half the race because she kind of just went for it. But like Keely was kind of dictating the pack, I feel like, for the most part. And then Odira was just sticking on her, staying up there, and then just powered past her. Like, if anything, it was, you can even make the argument that Jallo played the same role that Mary Mora did in tiring Keely out and making her go a little bit faster than she maybe wanted to. And yeah, like, Odira finished really well.
It didn't look like anyone really went at a comfortable speed besides Jallo. Like, they really let the pacemaker just get away. And to be fair, she ran like a 53.
She went on 53.5.
That's another thing.
It was an ugly pacing job if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can
Actually,
understand.
They did follow her through 200, didn't they? Which was fast, which was really fast.
What was that? Sorry.
They did follow her through 200. Because I only watched the race once. I didn't focus on it too much.
Even then, they were kind of
race to me.
They were very hesitant. They knew something was up.
You can see from the start, she just like goes like a bullet.
I noticed the arms, dude. Like she was. I swear to God, it looked like she was in the Diamond League or like the Diamond League herself in the 400.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like the women's pacemaking kind of got like it didn't go too well for the pre-classic because you also had the issue with the steeple chase where the pacemaker just threw after 2 laps.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the steeple actually. Because I also loved that race.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I loved that race. I think it was a good race. I need to get more into the women's steeple. I think it's too niche.
It's so good,
right now. But
it's such a great. It's so actually it probably hasn't been better. Honestly, everyone's so good right now. My girl Buziani. Was dude. She took it with like 2 laps to go, and it's funny because it looked like she was just kind of hanging on for a bit, I think 2K in or something, even though it did slow, which, would be concerning for almost anyone. You'd think, oh, she's out of the race. And then she just takes the lead. And I am just thinking, there's no way this is happening. There's no way Buziani is going to be one of the most, this is basically the world championships this year, field wise. They had the top 3 were in this race. Lemgale was also in this race, who we know is in super good shape. And I was rooting for her, dude. She still ran 8:54, which, by the way, I believe she is the first woman ever to break 9 4 times in a single season. I could be wrong on that. She's either tied for it or she's the only one to do it. And she's done it back to back times. Every single race she's been in, she's broken 9. It's just, the thing is, if she was in any other era, she would be God, basically, at this point. But Cheretich, Faith Cheretich, insane. Winfred Yavi, those two just are on another level somehow and are just able to
as well.
Yeah, so I feel like she's been a little, I don't know, she's been kind of all over the place, if I'm being honest. I'd have to check her.
She was the one leading a lot of the early season meets. Like, she was the one driving from the front. Maybe kind of cooked herself a little bit because of that, but
Yeah, but she also she did win both Chinese meets, didn't she?
yeah, or at least, I mean, regardless of whether she won them or not, she was like Jacobing it basically. Like she was part of the reason why they were so fast. Did a lot of the work.
Yeah, and I know last year, I wonder if she did something similar last year too. I don't know. She looked to be in better form last year now that I'm looking. Oh, she DNF'd Tokyo? I didn't even know that. Did you know? I didn't know she straight up didn't finish the race.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I'm curious her record against. Man, honestly, it'd be so fascinating to look at all of the records against each other. I'll have to do that someday, but yeah, no, I thought it was pretty exciting.
Faith Cheritage, she's 6-13 against Faith Cheritage. I'm on the World Athletics page.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm trying to find Yavi here, but there we go.
I feel like Yavi has the best. Does Yavi have the best record out of the women?
Possibly, because Yavi's had more races, I think. So she's 22 wins over Trematai, so presumably has beaten Cheritage as well. So I think, because Yavi's known to have a good kick, and I think Cheritage is kind of solid kick, but nothing special, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, she's 10-6. Yeah. Oh wait, let me go to finals only. Oh yeah, no, still 10-6, and then I guess against Kimitai, 20-10. So that makes sense. Yeah, I figured Yavi was definitely the most. Well, I mean, she's won back-to-back titles, right? Well, not 2025, but she won 2023 and 2024, and then it got snipped at 2025. But still, I mean, pretty crazy resume. 2-1-1 or 1-2-1. It's a pretty gnarly freaking string of races. But yeah, listen, if you're listening to this right now and you're not familiar with the women's steeple, look into. I mean, these women race so often. Like so many diamond leagues, they're, if they're not going for a record, they're still running pretty freaking fast. 855 at one point was considered, you were the only person doing it if you were breaking 9, or one of two people doing it. Now we have, 5-6 women who can basically break 8 at any point in time. And yeah, I don't know. And the event's on perpetual world record watch too, which I think is really fun. Because if the weather lines up and the pacemaker does their thing, I think it's going to happen. It's just hasn't come together yet. Like the pacemaker for this race was so freaking bizarre. It was like she was kind of rigging even 800 meters in and then just kind of let things slip over. It was weird. It was very strange.
Yeah, I think we looked at the splits. Like she was bang on for the first 800 and then just slowly, just began to slow down more and more. And their second kilometer was 15 seconds slower than their first one, which I think has been happening in the races, to be fair. So don't want to necessarily pin that all on the pacemaker. But yeah, I feel like the pacemaking screwed this event a little bit on the women's side.
Yeah. All right.
I am a fish out of water right now, dude.
All right, maybe you'll have something to say about this. The Bowerman Mile.
Yeah.
I mean, Cam Myers just kind of did his thing. My top 3 was actually pretty close. I think I had the most accurate top 3 prediction. I said, Chariot, Unk. I had Unk, Nagoose, and Myers, I think I said. And
wait, did Unk come 4th or 5th? Or
he came 5th. So I had, that was pretty good for me. That was about what I expected, honestly. I didn't think Unk was going to...
You weren't expecting a dominant victory?
No. I'm saying I thought Unk would have been maybe 4. I thought 4th or 5th was pretty predictable, honestly.
Underestimate him.
Even though I would have loved for him to win, obviously. But I did think Myers was objectively the best in this field. And then I did think him and Nagoose would be battling it out. So pretty much, I pretty much got what I wanted.
When me and Adam were doing picks, I'm pretty sure I had Myers, Nagoose, and Hocker, and then Adam was just roasting me for liking Hocker.
Yeah, I was, because Hocker's just wash. I feel like, especially in the pre-classic, he's just always been it's really funny. Every year, Hocker runs the pre-classic, and it's one of the few outdoor 1500s he does. and everyone's hyped up because it's like the Olympic champion, Cole Hocker, Prefontaine Classic, Oregon Ducks, and then he does really mid, and then everyone and then half the people are like, oh, he's washed, he's fluke Olympic champion, never really that good, and then the other half are like, well, actually he ran zero point 0.3 seconds faster than he did this time last year at the pre-classic, so it's actually a pretty solid performance from him.
Like every single year, it's all about peaking.
He's just a chronic sandbagger. It's so boring.
Has he been because he went missing for a little bit. Well, he didn't race for a little bit. He came back. He lost. It wasn't an injury.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember exactly where it was, but he said he basically only had 7 or 8 weeks of training off of pre-classic.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, not to be the stereotype I was just making fun of, but given that, it's a pretty good performance from him. But
Hawker.
Exactly.
Loses to Seppo Tate. Listen, him and Seppo Tate are 1-1. Let it be known. Let it be known.
Yeah, exactly. Those who know. Seppo Tate is the GOAT. He just the reason he didn't enter Farm and Miles because he wanted to let Cam Myers, let the young runners have their moment to come up in the pipeline.
I got an interesting fact, but for that, Ethan Strand and Parker Wolf, we took the piss out of them. Was it last week or the week before? Literally on the podcast, we were talking about runners who were excited for I'm pretty sure for today, and I was like Ethan Strand and Parker Wolf, and then you were just bullying me for shit picks and choosing.
I didn't say they were bad picks. I just said they're uninteresting to root for.
Because they're American runners. I mean, you know what? In a sense, because they, besides NCAA's, which isn't exactly world class on the sprints in the NCAA's for some weird reason, they're they're kind of just they were average runners.
It's not even that. I just don't.
NCAA's and they're doing really well.
I just don't know anything about them. I know nothing about them. I watch an interview. I can't get anything out of it. I can't get any personality out of it. I have never.
There's too many Americans.
There's nothing
too many Americans.
Yeah, it's such a. That's another thing. It's such a. I mean, is it? I feel like it's not. I don't think saturated is the right term. I don't know. They're just not interesting. I think Nagoose is kind of interesting. I think.
Yeah. Nagoose is hella interesting. I mean, he's got that whole weird fan base and whatever. All I know is they're both from North Carolina, and that's it. So
I also think Nagoose is super satisfying to watch stylistically too. I think his form, just the way he makes 55s look hilariously relaxed, and he's always someone who.
Oh yeah, I get you.
And he's been doing amazing lately. All things considered, he's been super duper consistent.
Yeah, he's always at the top. It's actually crazy. If there's one runner you can count to be on the podium, every race, every year, it's Nagoose.
Yeah, I also thought it was super based when Jakob took his indoor record and Nagoose went for it right back. Mm-hmm. That is something you have not seen since, I don't know, the 80s with Seb Coe and Steve Ovett. It is so rare you see someone take a record and they just won it right back. They think, no, this is mine. I get how good you are. That's great. You can enjoy the camaraderie or whatever. I'm taking it back. I just thought that was such a baller move from Nagoose to try and go for it again. So, but I don't know. There's just more exciting people I want to win, like Cherry Watt or Myers or Nagoose.
You want to cheer on the reoccurring characters. It's like watching a movie. And then some random new fucking character pops in and just saves the day. It's what the hell? Why was I following these people's story if this random dude comes in and
I love underdog stories, but not when the underdog is there's nothing interesting about them. They just kind of
you just don't know them. You just don't know them over the broadcast time yet.
Listen, I don't know. I mean, Marco Langon, I would say, is most of the time an underdog in everything he races in. And I don't listen. I'm at the point where I like him specifically because he's polarizing. I think that sort of polarization is because I would say it's almost an inoffensive polarization because it's not like he's ever insulting anyone. He's never, gotten in a fight with anyone. He just talks a lot of shit and says a lot of goofy things.
He just wants to win and win and be really crass about it.
Yeah, which I think is
much
funny.
About Marco Langon, Adam?
I know a bit. I know of him. I know why he's why he's divisive and like the way he acts in interviews as if he's some like hardened criminal. But you know,
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember the last one he said? It's like he was talking shit
I'm
on
pretty
people
sure he
like,
said recently he could break 1250 whenever he wanted in the 5K, and it's like, okay, buddy, okay.
he said he could. What? First of all, he said he could win this race. It's just on the day. I mean, whatever. You know, he can. I mean, he probably could. Whatever. I'm not going to talk shit. I don't want him to talk shit about me. I'm scared of him. He looks like a prick.
He'll come to your house and beat you up.
But he said something about money where it's like you like the other guys don't know what it's like to be poor or something, or be hungry or something like that in an interview. I can't quite recall it. Did either of you guys see that?
I didn't hear that specific whatever, but Marco has talked about financial struggles a lot. I know he said he wanted to like support his mom and everything and get them money and shit, and how they said, you know, things weren't sweet for a while or for most of their life, and that they said, or that he said, you know, especially securing this new pro contract with Theodore is big for him, and that winning NCAAs would have done that more. I mean, even then, you know, he's still got a pro contract out of it. But yeah, it's a little weird to say it on a general scale, to kind of make that assumption about other people. I think he just got caught up in the moment, and like he tends to at times, and sort of generalizes a little too often. He's 100% playing a character. Well, that's the thing. I think he does a better job at playing a character than Noah Lyles has in the last few years. I think Marco is able to blur the line a lot better, because realistically he is pretty interesting. He does kind of fall into the sort of, you know, right-wing alpha rabbit hole of like hustle culture.
Works as hard as me, bro.
Yeah, hustle culture, and he's like
die on that track,
and he's like a big Cameron Haynes fan too. I think he was on his podcast, now that I'm thinking about it. So you know, there's some things that I'm not head over heels for with Marco, but am I going to let that deter my enjoyment of his racing, of his antics, and just his character? No. Like, I think he's a breath of fresh air, honestly. I
mean, also the fact we're talking about him means he's doing it right. Like, I would not know his name, like, if he wasn't.
I care watching him than most of the distance NCAA champions. I'm sorry. Except for, I mean, I do like actually watching Habtom Samuel quite a bit, but compared to a good amount of other ones in recent years, I couldn't tell you anything about them. Like Habtom Samuel at least has a cool story coming from Eritrea, and kind of developing the resume he has, running phenomenal freaking times and just destroying the collegiate system. You know, I think he's going to have a great pro career, and I have much respect for Eritrea, especially given he's beaten Zerzine Tedesse's national records at this point. And yeah, I think that's a cool storyline too. But also, I was about to say, did we even really talk about the mile?
No, not really. We just got sidetracked like usual. If we, I got a cool fact about it. I forgot I mentioned that, but technically, well, actually, it's not even about the fucking Prefontaine mile. It's about his 3:28. But it's Australia's highest ever WA point score.
Is it really?
From an Australian athlete. Yeah, so I don't know. We've got Olympic gold, like a few Olympic gold medalists here and there. We got great athletes all over the place. Like Nina Kennedy run either Olympics or world champs. Kathy Freeman won the 400 like forever ago, whatever. But yeah, no, he at 20 years old, he has the highest World Athletics point score of any Australian with that 3:28.
That's crazy. I had no idea about that. That's awesome.
Well, what's the points? Like 1280 something?
I want to say 1278 if I had to guess.
I don't even know the points, to be honest. I just know
328 flat. It might be like 1278, maybe 1280.
328. It is 1273.
Oh, a bit lower than I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was like 1270s.
Australia old.
As always.
Do you have anything else, Adam, you want to say, or any other events you want to talk about on the distance side?
Bro, you've got a lot to say about fucking
Adaejah Hodge. Oh no, I mean, I feel like I don't know what it is, right? Whenever I watch Cam Myers, I mean, he's great to watch race, and like you have to respect the way he just goes for it. But I feel like I never have like loads to say about his performances when they happen.
No, he's just
like,
freaking good.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just good. I mean, so okay. To be fair, me and you, Jumpman, were talking about does he maintain this until September?
Yep. There you go. That's what I wanted you to talk about. You're the guy.
Yeah, well, because we agreed that he's looking great. So what he has said in fairness to him is that after running 328, he's not as focused on trying to rip a really fast time. He just wants to win races. Of course, that still means he'll push the pace like he did in Prefontaine. But his 346 mile is another 329 mark, and we basically think that he can kind of maintain his like peak form for maybe July, and then maybe once Commonwealth Games comes around, once World Ultimates comes around, especially in sort of mid-September, he might just be cooked again, or kind of might be in a state where like, yeah, his form is good. He's still in sort of 329, 330 shape, but isn't, he's not running 328s, which is what you need to win the world champs. At least that's our sort of pessimistic theory about Myers. Although we're happy to be proven wrong, I think.
I'm looking something up because I'm looking at the tweet that I was trying to find, because I actually was looking through his World Athletics page, and I think the tweet was saying he could be Australia's greatest athlete because he's got the highest World Athletics point score, which is actually a 12.97 from his mile in 2025. But also, I can't recall the tweet then. Maybe it's like he's got the highest point score, and now he's like, I don't know, he's been winning back-to-back races against, very, very legit competition at age 20.
Until he wins a like gold medal, you can't say he's the greatest athlete. Like, yeah,
I was gonna say, man, Herb Elliott, he's got if there's a prodigy, I wouldn't even consider him the best prodigy from Australia. I still think that goes to Herb Elliott, if I'm being real.
What year did Herb Elliott run? All right, real quick.
Dude, he ran 354 in 1960.
Yeah, all right. You're getting a bit too niche
Old.
for me.
Also, he broke the world record by the largest margin ever seen in the event. He broke it by like 3 seconds, which is insane. Won the Olympics, he won the Commonwealth a few times, and then he just retired. He retired at like 23 years old. He said, peace, I'm done. I'm going to do my studies.
They weren't even pros back then, bro. Don't even count, honestly.
No, Herb Elliott's career was very unique, even for its time.
But I mean, okay, like I know very little about this, but I'm generally a bit suspicious when people include pre-1970s times in GOAT conversations. Even pre-1980s, I'm kind of suspicious. I just feel like the sport has developed so much from there, like you can't really make a direct comparison.
Okay, so maybe he's not the best, but I would say talent-wise, he might be the. I am still, for now, going to say Herb Elliott may have been Australia's best middle distance talent.
There's gonna be like 3 guys. Oh man, you know what? Like that one guy in the comments be like, "Yeah, fucking Runner Boy knows his shit."
Yeah.
I mean, I could very well be wrong.
He's better.
I don't really remember her. I was reading a big section or article or some kind of write-up on Herb Elliott a little while back, but I mean, he was insane. I don't think he ever lost a race in his entire career. He raced like 40 times and never lost.
See, that's the only shit you could do in like the 60s, bro.
Who's he facing?
Different eras. Like,
no, listen.
Don't deserve to be bullied or like talked down upon, kind of like what we're doing, but also just like such a different era.
No, I mean, I know
it's hard to look at any of those,
and it's not like Emil Zatopek from, or am I thinking of Zatopek or no, Paavo Nurmi, who won 5 Olympic titles in the 1920s. Okay, that I understand. That the competition was definitely
athletes from then that I know, because just like the ridiculous.
But I mean, 1960, when the mile was kind of booming after the Bannister Landy era.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to give some.
What was the world record
for what?
Oh, here we go.
For the mile back then.
So during the Bannister Landy era, it was in the, probably the mid-high 350s. And like I said, Herb Elliott broke it by almost 3 seconds. So he
ran 354.
He ran as 354-1. Or wait,
Which, okay, like,
no,
I agree it's
354.5.
not a Pavonami situation, but I feel like if the world record's, 354, which Cam Myers probably ran when he was about 12, like, you know, I still don't think it's a fair comparison.
Yo, real niche, real niche fact. The New Zealand long jump record is it's either an 805 or 807. I can't pull it out of the top of my head, but it was a mark done on like rubber laid on top of grass because it was from like a while back.
That's so fucking scuffed.
Yeah, so we've had trouble breaking that.
But
I wanted to ask, people, because this is basically going to be the topic of my first pre-Fontaine Classic video, but where do we think Keely Hodgkinson goes from here? Do we think she's cooked? Do we think she's like just having a string of bad luck? What's the read on the pre-Fontaine Classic and just her kind of string of results recently?
all I will say, I'll give some just very quick words. Her that little hamstring injury she hinted at is kind of just going to raise a lot of question marks ever since she mentioned it, and I feel like people are going to use that either as a crutch, or it is going to be a valid reason and actual crutch for Keely moving forward, and that she's going to kind of not stagnate, but not run to her, not run at 100%. She might be at 95, 96% for the next couple months.
Yeah. She's definitely not breaking the world record. I think that's dead in the water with like kind of the turbulent season, the emotions with it as well. Also, like everyone coming out of nowhere to be just as good as her, even after she was like slated to be like, oh my god, this is her year. Like that's got to do damage.
Yeah.
But she could still win worlds because at the end of the day, they're most likely not going to run really like the world record at World Ultimates. So.
I'm really curious to see how she's going to approach Euros and Worlds as well.
Oh, and then there's Euros too. Yeah.
Yeah, because she knows she can't just run away from everyone. I guess she'll try and do an Olympics where she controls from the front, but even then, I feel like that's a dangerous strategy. Like, can she back herself against a Femme Cabal in a tactical race? I guess she can, but I think...
Dude, tactical racing against Bowl has to be terrifying, knowing if you leave her with anything left at the end, you are getting out-kicked.
You're getting hawked down.
Chance you're beating that woman in a sprint.
Do you reckon Keely will run into the Jakob problem where she's no longer got the fitness to outrun everyone else, but hasn't really got the speed to beat everyone in a tactical race? Because I think Wero could easily run away. Sorry?
Yeah. I think that's going to be her this season. That really is going to be it. But
do we reckon she rips a good time in London, or just kind of runs like a 155, looks all right? But
I don't know the field in London, so I can't even really. I think it just depends on the field.
I know. I feel like surely they're not going to bring in Wero.
I think it could be 154, but
I mean, if she
I
gets
don't see her touching.
I think that's really impressive.
I don't see her touching 153. Is what I mean.
This season.
Yeah, this season. I think it's a lot of bad circumstances. And then, we're with her, she's having to get back into it again. We're going to pass all the time trial meets, and then we're going to head to Euros and Worlds, and then,
Yeah, and then I'll just be focused on winning that. Fair enough. I mean, I pretty much agree. I think, she's just gone through a lot of emotional stress through a mixture of bad luck, but also just kind of things not going her way. Had the hamstring injury where she had to pull out. Wero suddenly coming out of nowhere and destroying her.
What a string of highs and lows. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because this is going to be the narrative of my video, but she starts off the winter season. She breaks the world record. She destroys everyone in world indoors, again going under the previous world record, and rips a good 400-meter time in the relay split. Everyone's saying it's her year. She's going to break the world record. And then 3 months later, she runs a kind of mediocre Rome performance. Then she gets beaten by Audrey Wero despite running a lifetime personal best. Then she has to pull out of British champs because of a hamstring injury that cut her season short the last year. Then she lines up in Prefontaine Classic after seeing Wero run a 153.8 time and gets beaten by the very same woman who took her world title in Tokyo.
And also falling and scuffing her knee.
And exactly, because she fallen and scuffed her knee. That's I'm gonna sound like I'm defending Keely and being a Keely stan here, but like that's fucking rough to deal with.
Yeah, she's definitely had a very bizarre last year and a half. I mean, all things considered, she could still wipe her tears with her her Olympic gold medal. So I'm sure she's not distraught over this, all things considered. And I mean,
you say that, but Adam, didn't you say in her vlog she was literally distraught over running like 51 seconds in the 400?
So, yeah, like I was. Oh god, I felt so.
Oh, I didn't watch her vlog.
Yeah, like, well, she was saying that she was like super angry the first 48 hours after her run performance, like just fuming about it, and then like afterwards, well, in the video, she'd kind of like calmed down a bit and was saying like, "Oh yeah, I was really annoyed, but like, I'm feeling a little bit more positive about it now because it was still a half-second PB, but the impression that I was getting is that she massively underestimated the racecraft in running a good 400 meter. I think she just assumed you could rip it and that'll be fine. But, that's something. She basically said she doesn't know how to run it yet. And I think that's what cost her because she had good results in training, apparently. So
I just don't think she's the type of athlete to run a good 400. Like, I don't know. Again, it's down to stride and your strength and how you look doing it. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, put more time into it, you're going to get faster, but she's not a bowl or a Wero or a Mora or a fucking a thing moo. Like, God, why are they all memes?
All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about on the distance side before we move on to the sprints?
What else? Faith Kipyegon, I guess. Quick mention. Sad to see her lose.
I have nothing to really. Yeah, I don't really have much to offer about the women's mile. I thought it was okay. I think they were out in like 65, which I thought was pretty disappointing. I was expecting a more cutthroat mile, especially at the pre-classic. I mean, it's named after Pre. Why are we not, ripping 62s from the start or whatever, or something along those lines?
Yeah. Kipyegon's
I think she was
not in shape then.
Yeah, I think because Faith was out of form and that was all people were worried about. They just wanted to beat Faith. Like the moment they sniffed out a weakness, they just, which I get, but I don't know. It just didn't make for a super interesting race in my opinion.
Is that a first loss in like 3 years or something?
Yeah, it's been a minute in the mile at least.
5 years.
Yeah, 5-year win streak.
She had a longer win streak, wasn't it?
Wait, what?
Sorry?
It was mile and 1500, her win streak, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Like never run. I was just like, but that's not even impressive. Like just winning miles, like who cares?
I don't even know who the last person she lost to was. Well. Who was the last person she lost to? If I had to guess, it would either be Segay or Hassan.
Someone pre this era is my guess. Let's take a look. Why not?
Yeah, I'm curious now.
All right.
I'm going to go to 2021. Ah, yes, Rome.
Who was it?
Oh, it was Hassan. I was right.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. Yeah,
Hassan these days.
Hassan ran
she took that break after the Olympics and has never come back.
No, she ran. Yeah, she's a road racer now. She's not raced this year though.
Yeah, which I think is good. She runs too much. She needs a break.
Yeah, after the Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics, oh my God, she said she was a wreck afterwards. That's why in 2022 she said she didn't run for 2 months or something. She took like a 2-month break, not because she was injured, just because she was purely burned out. She said she did not want to train. She was not interested in training, which I can you imagine a coach facing that and being like, yeah, I don't want to run right now. And it's just like, whoa, okay.
Well,
no, I mean, I don't want
when your athlete's that good, it's like, do you even care as a coach? Like, yeah, okay, makes sense.
No, I know, but I'm saying usually it'd be, a couple of weeks where she's like, no, I just don't want to do anything for like 2 months. It's like, whoa. All right. We'll talk again.
That's like that's pretty standard in sprinting. So it's like, I guess for you guys it's different. Like distance is not normal.
Yeah, your VO2 max tanks especially after 2 months off.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is freaking Hassan we're talking about. She was able to hop in both finals and still place in the top 6 in both of them, which is kind of insane. She was in it for the last 200 of each race, I'm pretty sure too. So, but yeah, I thought it was, I've never heard of an athlete willingly taking off that much time before they start base building again, because she only raced once before Worlds. She did some kind of 5K where she ran 15 minutes, nothing crazy. And then it was, okay, I'm at Worlds. It's like, wait, what? It's like no one knew what type of shape she was in for Eugene.
I might be wrong, but I think Noah Lyles takes like a month to 2 off at the end of every season.
Damn. Sprinters really got it easy, man.
Yeah,
I think what?
It isn't it? Isn't because it just like... Could you imagine being a distance runner, right? But like your volume is so little, like you forcibly have to rest. Because I do think that's a problem for a lot of sprinters. Like a lot of sprinters, a lot of power athletes in general just overtrain because like one, it's fun being powerful. It's fun training, but like you really can only train really hard, like 3 to 4 times a week, kind of pushing it. And then you have, your easier stuff in between, but like that's actually boring.
That's a good point.
Prince.
Yeah, I'm looking for the first one. We should really. I don't know, Jetman. What do you want to talk about first?
I don't know. What do you guys have the most to say? Honestly, I'm just kind of like, I'm a little bit tired. I could talk about any of them, but I don't have I don't have the capacity to be super enthusiastic right now.
I want to talk about the women's hurdles first, just because I thought it was funny. Masai Russell. I mean, the race was good. I think, it's one of those things where after 50, 60 meters, if Masai's ahead, no one's getting her, usually. It's just kind of how it is. Yeah. And good to see Toby Amasan kind of back at it too. I will be excited to see them hopefully pushing each other a bit more, and the race is getting closer and closer. But I mean, Masai is just clinically insane at this event right now. I think she's super entertaining to watch, super confident, wants the world record. Actually clapped back at some people on Twitter, in particular this one journalist, where he called her cocky. And she was like, oh, you celebrate too much. You're cocky, this and that. And she goes, y'all criticize everything and then some. Just sit back and enjoy the show. And I was like, damn, like, that's real shit. I'm like, that's a good response.
I mean, she's winning every race in like a top 10 time. I mean, like, what would you expect it to be?
Yeah, dude.
Because I bet as well, if she was humble, then it'd be like, oh, she's boring. The sport needs more characters.
Of course.
That's it. That's literally what she was saying, man.
People have such a bad radar or like a bad metric for the line between exciting, cocky, humble, passive. Everyone's whatever people are using as a gauge. It's so bad. It's so unbalanced. People don't know how to strip any nuance from whatever emotions athletes are exuding at, X point in time. And it just results in these really weird armchair therapist like tweets, as this journalist kind of...
I think that's how you're being true to yourself, right? In a way, like if you got people, again, it's the thing, if you got people hating, if you got people liking you, if there are opinions surrounding you, then you're doing it right. Like you're being yourself out there, and that's good. I think that the humble, boring shit is like, that's when you're doing especially wrong as an athlete, just trying to bloody market themselves. But also, me and Adam talked a little bit about like African track and field, not like coverage, but fans, because
coverage as well. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you came up with some weird stuff, but the main thing I saw was like, oh yeah, I guess you can go if you want.
I follow an Instagram page called Kenya Sports, and I think it's like a news outlet.
I know where this is going.
Do you know?
I know where this is going.
Yeah, so it's just so they just post. Okay, they get like 50 likes per post. I honestly don't know why I follow them, but like, so half of their posts, it's like ChatGPT AI generated stuff, and it will be like Ferdinand Omanyala destroying Noah Lyles in a race, ChatGPT AI generated.
And then
the funnier thing is after Prefontaine Classic, whenever like a non-African athlete wins, they'll do like a really like boring deadpan post. And then whenever an African athlete wins, so like Colin Kevin at Shippey winning the 400 meter, they were like, the literal caption was something like, Happy 250th birthday to America, except for the 7 Americans calling Kevin that Shippy destroyed, which was it was just amazing.
That's so funny.
I think we should do a session where we just scroll through that Instagram page because it's fucking hilarious.
Dude, honestly, media companies
will be in the off season.
Media companies should start beefing with each other more. That'd be so funny, actually. I know Cities Mag and Let's Run would occasionally throw very passive or subtle jabs at each other, but I don't know. I think it's funny when people like that or media companies get involved with each other. And I obviously I would prefer if it was more banter-esque, but I don't know. I think it'd be funny for even the media companies to kind of say this or depending on the athlete who wins, kind of rubbing it in their faces and being, calling out their bias. I'm not
sure if this is like answer though. Like I feel like that.
Oh no, not in this case. They just hate Americans separate.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what though? I'm okay with that. Let them talk.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're a comfortable American, when you're like fine with the hate, because at the end of the day, like not every country has the good and bads.
Dude, well, not even that. Dude, America literally wins a third of every medal at every major championship. We're allowed to take a few shots here and there. That's the other thing. I always get surprised when Americans talk about how at one point, we weren't good enough in distance running. We weren't good enough in this. It's like, dude, we win almost half the medals at the fucking Olympics. Why? We can't have it all. Be grateful for what you got and, cheer on the ones that are trying. But don't be like, oh my God, this just ruins the sport, not having good American distance runners or not having good American this. And it's like, have you ever thought about following the other athletes from different countries and respecting the sport as a whole?
That's so true. Like, Americans find it difficult to follow other like international athletes. I find like,
yes, it pisses me off. It's one of my biggest pet peeves with Western, or not. Well, I guess Europeans. Like, well, when I say the West, I mean like Americans, really. But
I think it's still a thing with Europeans, but less so.
Yeah, well, Europeans being so close to borders, and Oceania being so far away from everyone, it's like a very common thing to support. Yeah, like foreign things. Like, again, as I said, there's North Carolina University merch everywhere in Australia and New Zealand. Like, how would you see, like, I don't know, fucking Wellington University? And
no, not a chance.
Bro, like, what the fuck? No chance. That's so odd.
Yeah, I don't know. It is. It's always been a pet peeve of mine, and it's one of those things where you kind of. It's one of those things where, okay, let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. Let them root for the country as they want to. I get that. But when people complain about how, some events just aren't interesting or some events don't, it's not interesting because an American's not winning, that's kind of when I take an issue. And it's like, well, what about this athlete that's running amazing? Whether it's Winfred, the women's steeple is a great example. Oh, Coburn's not at the top anymore, or Frericks isn't near the top anymore. Okay, well, athletes way better than them and who are racing super often against each other. This is the best women's steeple has ever been. How are you not? How as a steeple fan are you not ecstatic about this? Or at the end of the day, are you just a USA specific steeple fan who only cares about the races when Americans are doing well? Like, it's that.
Dude,
I don't know.
How do you get from hurdles to here? Like.
Because we talk about Kenyan, like African.
Yeah, Adam brought up Kenyan biased media, and it just got me thinking how on the other side of things, like, I think Americans are some of the most guilty when it comes to not being able to celebrate other countries' or other events that aren't routinely won by Americans as much. They don't respect the sport as much as they should when it comes to events not dominated or won by Americans, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Again, not all Americans. This is not me saying every single Solitary won. This is coming from an American, but
not all Americans, but always.
But always. I guess while we were on the topic of the 4, we could kind of briefly go over it. It wasn't super interesting, but it was exciting to see Rye. But I did say, Rye had a chance.
No, he wouldn't have had a chance if Kevin Shippy was actually running a really good race. Yeah, I think it, like, you know, when you're running and when you're in PB shape, or, you know, because you ran 43.5, that's technically not PB shape, I guess it's off, but you know, you don't run it week to week to week. Like, you know, you have your up and downs, and it's kind of like that. So I don't know. Rye caught him on a good race, and then everyone else underperformed, if I'm honest. Like, actually, speaking of that, because it really was focused on Rye and Kevin Shippy by the end of it. Who was behind Rye?
Bailey, but it was by like half a second almost.
Let me take a look. Yeah, that's bad. Bailey was having a really good season. He's run like a 43 this season. Oh, he's run a 44 low. Oh, what's the difference? Corey Patterson. I don't know what even happened this race. I'm so confused. Like, everyone fell the hell off. What is Michael Norman doing? This guy was like the world record guy, like, I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago, and now he's running 45 at the Prefontaine Classic.
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't followed his interviews or words closely, so I couldn't tell you, but I don't know.
I know it's been injury after injury after injury after injury.
Yeah, I think that's mostly what it's been. I mean, if there's one thing I've heard, it's injuries, but I didn't know if maybe it was, you know, something else.
Also, it makes me wonder why Ogazi pulled out, because he was supposed to run it this as well. That would have made it really interesting, huh?
Just cooked from the NCAAs, presumably, right?
Yeah,
or just wanted to break, maybe.
Yeah.
What event was he supposed to be in? Oh wait, no, you're saying Ogazi. Never mind. I was thinking of someone else. Yeah, 4, of course.
Yeah, the 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying earlier, I feel like there were quite a lot of big pullouts. I mean, Sergiati, Laros, Paulino, Birnbaum, Ogazi.
Yeah, Paulino too.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, based on the men's race, she probably would have run like 49, but still.
Yeah, probably not as fast. Yeah, exactly. So maybe it would have been a better move.
It also wasn't even a Diamond League event.
It was kind of just
the women's 4.
Why are we talking about it then? We're talking about the Eugene Diamond League.
You guys brought up Paulino.
Yeah, that's true. She wasn't even there. All right. Listen, what do we have to say on the men's 100?
I liked it. I thought Adaejah looked great. I loved how he looked the entire time. I thought he looked. That's what I was gonna say. I thought he looked amazing. That was the one takeaway I saw immediately after the race. Adaejah looked so freaking good.
Yeah, no, he blew Coleman out of the blocks. He won the race in every aspect, and then he closed in the same speed as Seville, who, you know, overtook everyone in the final like 30 meters or whatever.
Who we now know is not in Texas anymore.
He's gone to Eugene. Interesting. He just took a travel.
He's going internet. That's like international for him at this point.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you know, 984 was good. I think this was a good race to like kind of prove he's legit. But I think like any of the NCAA runners who were running at Prefontaine, they're probably not headed towards any faster at like World Ultimates. Like, this is probably kind of their peak right now. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see them go any faster. But it was a good race by him. I think, honestly, most impressed in the race was Christian Coleman. You guys see, he came third, and he actually ran through the line and beat Kenny Benero.
Oh my god, I forgot he beat Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. Did you see?
Holy fraud alert!
Wait,
I told you, bro. Kenny runs 9:72. Wendy runs at 19:67. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is Kenny. He's gonna win it all. He's finally gonna stop being the bridesmaid." Comes in the interview, yeah, I'm not here to finish second, third, fourth, or fifth. Nah, man, you're just not here to finish fifth. All right, dude comes fucking fourth. Like,
dude, I
love how in your video. In your video, you're talking like, "Oh, this might be one of the most impressive 200-meter performances for Tate Taylor," and then you're like, "Oh, there may be some exceptions." You just put track spice for the Kenny Bednarek one. Like just that just excludes it from being impressive.
I mean, listen, I just don't like him. I don't like him. Like,
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't either after tracks.
Kenny B hating segment yet again.
So the Bill's in Texas, and no one likes Kenny B. That's what we've learned from the sprints.
yeah,
Seville's not
like
Texas.
I don't know. I wouldn't be, if he was to start, let's say he start winning and actually, like throws down some PBs and is doing really well. I'm not going to take that away from him, like not cover it and blah 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 blah. But like generally, just don't like the dude after track spice. That was proper gross. I mean, everyone can. And then the push at like, bro, what are you doing touching people at a track meet after a race?
After especially decelerating at that speed, you could seriously injure someone doing that.
That should have been like, this is track and field.
That should have been a DQ.
Like,
100% should have been a DQ. He should not have. I'm surprised that not many people even mentioned that, given the bullshit given people were getting DQ'd. That one guy got DQ'd for celebrating, doing the finger gun thing.
Oh, all the celebrating,
but literally assaulting someone,
and it's like, that's disrespectful. Kenny Benerick literally shoves a man and tries to like brutally murder him. No, but that should have been a DQ. That's just bias again. Like, they know Kenny B is going to go pick up a medal, so they let it happen.
Well, this year it's looking questionable, and I hope it stays that way. Pivoting off the one, I think this was the highlight of the meet, unquestionably. The men's 200 won by Tate Taylor.
Tate.
Oh my word, dude! This was the literal jaw dropper for me. I was speechless when this happened. I just immediately went into our chat and just typed in a bunch of question marks. I was absolutely stunned by this. Obviously, we don't know the wind on the curve, but I think minus minus 1.0 wind. I think the gap he won by almost has me convinced this was an authentic headwinded race, even if we're accounting for the curve. I think this was a net head. I think there's a good chance.
Everyone else struggled. Like Sharamba ran like 1988 the other week and beat the living crap out of Taylor, and then he was getting slid on.
Yeah, this result's ridiculous. I don't even have a lot to say other than that this was just
It's insane.
I don't. It's funny. I was hyping this up just now, saying how this was the performance of the meet. I just don't even know what to say about it though.
Yeah, I mean he was cooking it up. He's just a really, man, he must have a good coach behind him. And to be fair, he trains with J. Cody Jordan as well, who's like becoming a great athlete as well. He ran 10.01. They're both high schoolers, whatever. But very, very mature approach to the season. Like he ran at Nike Nationals 2 weeks ago or something. He didn't even win the 100 there. Like I think, yeah, he's actually going to like try do well at like at US Nationals as opposed to like trying to win the schoolboy title and then just running the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, I mean that sounds like a pretty good plan. It's always good when a coach has a good idea of how to structure. It's especially a younger athletes training, because every young athlete is just, I think the word eager. All of them are just so eager the moment they discover their own talent, their own potential, and their future prospect has a prodigy. It's exciting. It's exciting to be able to race against people like this. And now that he's beaten Toboho, now I'd imagine his coach is really going to have to reel him back and kind of level out his emotions a bit, because I mean, Jesus, I wouldn't be sleeping for days if I beat Toboho in a 200 as a literal high school. Yeah. So.
I mean, I know Adam knows, but he was the runner boy. He was the direct replacement for Gout this race when Gout pulled out.
I did not know that, actually. Oh, wait, no. I think I heard about, now that you're mentioning it, it sounds familiar, but I don't remember really seeing it.
Yeah, pretty funny how that all works.
In the post-race interview, I'm pretty sure he was like, I think he was like asked about comparisons to Gout, and he said, I'm the next Tate Taylor, I'm not the next Gout.
I did see that.
Yeah, he said, I'm not.
Which, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he actually has a real 19.7 to his name.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
a real 19-7, guys.
Australian times are real. Listen, Gao had back problems. Okay, that's what the media says, and I trust all media.
No, I'm an open field hater. I get it now. I get the suspicion behind open field times. Oh, speaking of which, the Marcel Jacobs 9-6. Oh my God, we almost forgot to talk about that. I completely forgot.
Do we even have to, bro? I just wish it didn't
17
happen.
wind.
Bro, I'm not believing the
Not
plus
even,
4 wind. That shit was a plus 8.5 or something. There's no world you're convincing me that Marcel Jacobs ran 9-6 in plus 4 even. Like there's
Well,
just...
he ran a 9-8 that same day with a 2.4 wind. Also, he did, I don't know, like
I'm skeptical
based
about
off his numbers,
as
he's
fuck
having
about the wind.
Yeah, no, listen, fair enough to be skeptical about those times, but he is having the best season, like
Okay, that I
since
agree.
he won the Olympics.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he runs again, like by the end of this year, runs a legit 9-8 and is actually kind of, is a semi contender in the final this year. He's I don't know, he's looking really good, actually. The 9-6 is a whole different story. I mean,
dude, they gave his 9.67 a 12.99 on the World Athletics point scale. There's no way.
No, but that's just how it is.
No.
Like
9.67 I think is higher than that. No. Yeah, it's 13.23 normally. So they did some weird calculation for this. There's no way he ran his best mark ever by 20 World Athletics points in fucking Austria. Like,
yeah, that's where Lavelle ran like 9.82 last year. But then again, Lavelle actually, maybe this is like the realization of dreams track. Lavelle ran fast and then he started kicking ass. Maybe this is Marcel Jacobs' year.
This shit was a plus.
Jacobs 9-6 legal, yeah. Next race.
9.8.
No, he's breaking the world record.
Oh fuck! Here we go. It's a cool race, a good indicator of his form. I mean, I was kind of getting hyped on him beforehand, and then he ran this, and honestly, that kind of ruined my hype. Like, it's ruining my enjoyment because now everyone's watching him. I just wanted to be watching.
Bro wanted to gatekeep an athlete.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what my videos are, bro. It's me. It's just me.
I feel like gatekeeping an athlete doesn't even make sense conceptually because that means you don't even want them to succeed.
Yeah, I want them to like low key succeed, like Christian Coleman at this meet in Eugene. I don't know. We didn't get to talk about that, but Christian Coleman was looking ass, absolute dumpster trash bums, bro. And then he beats Kenny Benerick, and I don't know. Listen, people get me. These guys don't care, but his finish at that meet was like a really good looking upside for him being a good competitor this year as well. It was a 9.95, but I don't know, beating Benerick, being competitive with Seville. Like, can't be mad about that, especially for a guy who was running like 10.2 earlier this year.
Yeah. Wait, we didn't talk about the women's one, did we?
No, we haven't yet.
That was low-key one of the...
Actually, second best race of the meet, probably, I'd say.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
And really, honestly, it could be the best based off, like, you have 3 competitors there who were... It was, I don't know, awesome race. And then the beef that unfolded.
I was just about to mention that. Did you... Dude. Okay.
I didn't see this beef.
It was funny. When I did my 2025 roundup video, I talked about how Melissa Jefferson-Wooden's problem with her brand was that she was way too passive and way too humble. But I also said that could be a strength of hers because she does really come across as this sweet woman who is just able to destroy people on a whim at the same time. She was kind of like just I'm trying to think of the word. Honestly, kind of reminded me of Beatrice Chibet, where super
quiet,
humble, super quiet, but egregiously confident when it came, but it worked. Like, they just destroyed every race they put themselves in, and were just redefining the modern era of their events too. So when I saw Jefferson-Wooden's interview, I was stunned. And I was confused. I was almost confused at first. Why? I mean, obviously, it's great to win. It's great to, but I mean, this wasn't, it wasn't like she was up against Alfred or something. It wasn't like she was up against a prime, I don't know, Shelly or Elaine or whatever that she would beat. She
you know what it is? Because she hates Richardson.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. I didn't get it at first. And then when I looked
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then I looked into it and I'm like, wow, that's how it's personal when, MJW starts basically talking shit when she has never done that throughout, the last year or two she's been popping off.
So you guys
told me what happened.
Oh, right. It was just, yeah, I'd have to link you the interview, but basically it was a lot of like, it wasn't anything outright, but it's like, there's always mental war games going on and training and like, sha'carri Richardson.
Because they're training
by like 0.01.
0.01 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of it. They have a proper like hatred for each other. I don't know. I watched because Star Athletics. Yeah, it's Star Athletics. They upload training like vlogs all the time of the whole group, and for like a whole year, I have never seen them run a rep together. They have their own separate little training squads. It's like Melissa Jefferson's with Kayla White and someone else, and then
sha'carri's with TT.
sha'carri Richardson is with TT and sometimes Tonya Marshall. I think I don't know. I think it switches up, but like never seen them run together. And I was like, that's weird. Is that because like they're kind of the big dogs? They don't want to know like where each other's at. No, they just kind of hate each other. Who knows what's really going on? But they don't want to be near each other.
Yeah, I mean, the politics of U.S. sprinting has always been a pretty fascinating topic. I remember when I was doing research for something, I would just come across Twitter posts of like relay politics in particular. I know the U.S. relays have really bizarre freaking politics inside of them.
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. I think that stuff just kind of even has now manifested for the Open 100 now. Because I never even seen. That's the other thing, dude. Jefferson-Wooden's pop off was also kind of hype as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. She was loving yeah, dude. Like that was. I would love to see more of that. That was so sick to see from her. That's how you know that shit's personal.
This is good. This is good for her brand because you were just comparing her to Beatrice Chebet. Great athlete, sweetheart, whatever. But it's like she is one of the most overlooked athletes in the entire sport because that doesn't sell. And it sucks, but like that's it at the end of the day. I don't know, if she was like a tennis star or something, like it'd probably be okay, but like, nah, man, in track it's just not it. So this will actually be really good for her, funnily enough.
Yeah, dude. Now I'm just curious when they're gonna see. This is the unfortunate part though, because now they're probably not gonna line up until September.
Yeah.
Because I think the only reason these two even lined up together is because Nike forced them to. Because it's a Nike event and that, they have to do the 100 or whatever. Because that's like one of the few events sha'carri always shows up for is the pre-classic. And MJW, also Nike. I doubt we're ever going to see them race at the Diamond League. I think we're going to have to wait until, Jesus, are they even going to do USAs? Because there's no qualifying thing. Like that's not how
times.
Yeah.
Until the end of the year.
And it's that in world rankings. So.
It's gonna suck if they don't race, but also that's gonna be so hyped. Like, I know it is kind of hype when one athlete's running 10.7 here, one's running 10.7 there, and then they're like throwing it back and forth. I mean, it's fun to see even Seville and Lyles do it like the other year and this and that. But also, do you notice her start? Like, sha'carri start that race in general? I mean, actually, firstly, sha'carri's time, like, because she ran that 10.7 in Florida. And like Kenny, it was kind of like, do we believe it yet? Now sha'carri Richardson's like back, right? And yeah, she's always been an awful, awful starter. And like she came out of the blocks like with the field this race and then cooked through the end as well. I don't know. I've never seen her run a race where she comes out the blocks with everyone. Like, I don't know. I guess I got to shake Dennis Mitchell's hand. His dirty
why'd
hand.
You pause?
No, he's coach. He's coach.
No,
athletes. Like,
no, it's not. It's not that. I just didn't know what the next word was. You paused between you said it.
I thought it was gonna be something different.
I was like,
you seemed a bit uncertain.
All right. You know,
No,
every culture's got their different
just for anyone
greetings.
who doesn't know, the insinuation is he's had a lot of dealings with drugs.
No, I mean, fuck Dennis Mitchell. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, there you go. Just in case anyone thought I was being like racist. Just gotta make that clear.
I didn't know that's where you were going with that.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you maybe thought. I don't know. We're retarded, bro.
No, I thought when you paused there, Adam knows what I was getting at.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys are getting at.
Well, now we're not going to tell you. Yeah, and then and then we're It was the pause that had it. We were excited, if anything. We were curious what the next word was going to be.
You guys are going sexual. I was thinking racism. Man, we're great. Just
Degen podcast.
The trifecta
stays in.
The holy trifecta.
Yeah, no, her start was great, and then also fucking Hodge flying on the outside.
I did notice that.
Like,
she almost stole it. No one
wants to talk about it. She almost did steal it, and no one wants to talk about it because she's got this like the drug banner hanging over her head as well.
Well, I mean, sha'carri has the domestic. Honestly, what is wrong with the women's 100? Now that I'm thinking about it. sha'carri's an abuser. Hodge was involved.
Melissa Jefferson-Wooden plays Call of Duty in her downtime on Twitch. I don't know, man.
Wait, MJW streams on Twitch?
Yeah, bro. She streams Call of Duty. I don't know how often, but
I don't fucking believe you.
Bro, I tuned in. I said hello in the chat one time, and she responded.
Oh my god.
Did she recognize you, or she just
MJ Wooden 21 on Twitch. 440 followers.
Clip that chat.
Wife, lover of COD. Oh, and Ollie Gold, bronze medal. Wow. Let me see. Dude, honestly, I want to see if she has any clips saved.
I was gonna say, is she good?
Yeah, normally you can go to someone's Twitch clips,
like 10 minutes,
and then you sort by all time.
Imagine seeing MJW just ripping some disgusting trick shot or something. MLG MJW.
Her volume was too high that I couldn't really hear her speaking properly.
She didn't balance her audio levels.
You remember? Have you guys seen the clip of Soldier Boy screaming on Twitch?
Yes.
And he's like, turn my fucking music down, fuck you, and then he blasts it, and like
turn your speakers down, y'all acting like some hoes. and then he blasts the loudest music you can ever hear in your entire life.
Oh, you know it better than me, man. That was so funny.
No, I love that video. It's so good. Oh man, it's not working. It's like bugged out whenever I go to try to look for clips. I'll have to search another time, but no, that's cool that she streams on Twitch. There are a few track athletes in the past who have tried doing that.
Lyles do it. Because isn't there that photo of Lyles in like a gamer headset just?
No, he just games. I don't think he streams though, or has streamed ever. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think who else has streamed. I
disconnected. What did you say he plays? I missed that.
Oh, I think Noah plays League. I remember him saying he was a big League fan.
Yeah, he plays League and he watches a lot of anime. The suit he was wearing is from Solo Leveling, which is like the driest, cringiest, low IQ manga or manhwa because it's Korean you'll ever bloody read in your life. Honestly, absolute. It's just it is the pits, dude.
I can't weeb check you because I just don't know anything about it. So
yeah, exactly. But that's my thoughts on Noah Lyle's anime taste. Come at me in the comments. I know some of you watch anime.
But I think is that everything about pre-classic? I mean, we haven't even been talking about pre-classic for the last fucking 10-15 minutes.
We've hardly covered anything, honestly.
No, what do you mean? We got through every event.
And then occasionally mention a result.
I think we got...
Yeah, exactly. We mention a result, go off topic. That's how it was. Like,
dude, I mean, okay, to be fair, there's only so much, and I said this before too, there's only so much you can extrapolate on a race before you are getting either too hyper analytical or are just fluffing your podcast with bullshit. And I will stand by that. I think if you need to be able to riff, you need to be able to raff, you need to be able to get goofy here and there. but also talk about
our funky side.
but also talk about, you know, stuff that's not direct, like adjacent to these athletes, but not directly related to the race itself. Because I mean, come on. Oh,
Like the war in Ethiopia.
Yeah, the Tigray Civil War. I bet people learned a thing or two from that.
I certainly did.
Anyone heard about anyone hear about the US locking Cuba out of doing anything for the last, I don't know, 40 years, 30 years? How long's it been? 50 years?
Least corrupt US political move.
I don't know the exact timeline, if I'm being honest. Dude, I remember on my Alberto Salazar video, I thought this was such a funny, underrated comment. Instead of Cuban Missile Crisis, someone said Cuban Needle Crisis. And I was like, that's actually, and it had 0 likes, but I was like, that's one of the funniest comments I think I've ever got on my channel. This is actually really clever.
Bro, you gotta love heart that shit and send it to the top. When you see gold, you gotta show
Dude, it was a comment from a year or two after the fact the video was released.
You gotta pin it.
I'm not bidding.
Like we never left the women's 100, right?
Yeah.
I think Adaejah Hodge is going to break the 200-meter world record.
For real?
That would. Oh man.
The
thing is,
I wonder how people would
know.
react when that happens.
Long-term gamble. Yeah, but it depends. If we're talking like in 3 years' time and she like just proves herself to be an absolute animal on the scene, you know, it's like with Gatlin. Time heals all wounds.
Is that true?
Well, people love Gatlin. I reckon I could make a video like that's dedicated to his career, and like it would be a majority like beloved piece if I do it well. That is, good chance I don't. But I don't know. It's true, man. Time heals all wounds.
I agree.
I guess.
Sports fans have good memories.
Man, do I think she would be better than a prime Sharika Jackson?
Bro, I'm gonna say this. All right, she's 20.
No, I get it. She's
First season
young.
back
I
in
get
the
that
year.
she's young.
Yeah. But like she closed that hard on Melissa Jefferson-Wooden and sha'carri Richardson. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I guess I'm.
She was eating ground. Her 200's her better event as well.
That's also true.
I see her as a massive, massive threat in the future. Well, you know, saying world record was kind of just to like, I don't know, stir the talk up a bit about her. But no, she's going to be absolutely horrifying in the future. And good thing or bad thing, who knows? But she's looking to be there.
Yeah, should be definitely interesting to see her on the circuit more often now that she's
racing in Monaco. Hey.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Pretty sure she's racing in Monaco.
Let me look at.
Funny, she's doing it all in a Georgia uniform, which is like a college known for just absolutely destroying athletes. Kind of crazy. She's doing it at all.
Trying to pull up Monaco right now. Who is she racing against?
Oh, you set me off, Adam, you bastard.
Oh, wait a minute. Hodge versus Alfred versus Gabby Thomas
in the 200.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay. This 200 field is
good.
kind of fire. And it's not even filled out. I think there's 2 more athletes to still be entered in this.
You want a screen share? I want to. Might as well take a look at these rosters with you.
Dude, whenever I screen share, the fucking everything delay. Hold on. Hopefully there won't be the video that won't delay, because I think the webcam. I think that's what caused the webcam delay in the past is trying to screen share.
It's this late into the video, right?
All right, hold on.
Kayla White, depending on the day. She's
and like I said, they haven't filled out the field yet, so
yeah. Me and Adam would know we're trying to get the bloody fantasy league working. Guys, fantasy league's dropping. If you made it to this point, say fantasy league and we'll send you the link.
Exclamation point. Men's 100.
Are we announcing that publicly?
Fantasy
league going public?
No, not quite yet. But you know, people would type it in the comments. I'll give it to them. It'll be funny. Get a few more people. Beta.
Build the hype. Build the hype train.
All right, so men's 100 is also looking already pretty good. Will Lyle's racing this? Probably not, because that's just how the world works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, well, actually, let me check the men's two. Wait, is there even a men's two? Dude, why? The way Diamond League structures their meets is so freaking bizarre sometimes, I swear.
Can we open up the high jump men, please?
Why? Just so you can laugh at it?
Oh, man. Dude, you know what? Barsham's kind of make a comeback. Is this his last season? I don't know how old that dude is anymore. Doris Shook has been like the disappointment of the fucking century with high jump. God.
224. Oh.
You know, I'm literally of the men's high jump, I'm most excited about the Indian.
I mean, he has got the best season's best.
Yeah, 231, cleared it. He's short, so like everything looks crazy when he jumps it. He's a hardcore grinder. I've been following his career for a while, so I know the man is jumps a lot in India. And he jumps well. He was hard stuck at like 226 for a long time before.
That's a big jump.
Getting the next two heights up. Nah, yeah. So I don't know. Keen to see him kick ass. Deserves to beat everyone.
This men's 1K. Why couldn't?
Why is it a 1K? Who cares about who's saying I'm excited to watch the 1,000 meters? I'm sorry. Make this an 800 perfect.
I can't wait for it to say that everyone ran a PB. Like, wow, I wonder how.
When Wanyonyi breaks the world record, TRP is going to be like, oh my god, world record
broken.
To be fair, I'll be doing the same thing.
I was gonna say you'd be doing the same shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but when TRP does it, it's different. I'm
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this.
It's so funny.
It will be nice to see Sajati in the mix, assuming he doesn't pull out for the third time. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he breaks the world record, what do you call the video?
Wait, if Emmanuel Wanyonyi just broke the world record, don't need to say which one it is.
Wow, we're really scrapping for crumbs here.
And then, yeah, and I'll have like a picture of my face in the thumbnail.
Wonderful. Men's 400.
Hold on, low key, I did like an absolute brutal A/B test. I've done it a couple times. We'll have the same thumbnail and same title, just like, you know, like it'll be further down the line in A/B testing where I basically got a set title and thumbnail. I'll just make the black athlete whiter, and literally just like up the exposure on the image, and it like it wins almost every time. yeah, so it makes it. He's the real racist, bro.
Everyone who watches Jumpman's channel is racist. That's
low key, bro. Low key. You're clicking on the. Is this going to be a short, or is this going to be cut?
Oh, that's killed me.
So the men's 4, Kevin had Chippy's in it, which is cool to see. Actually, the 1 through 6 world rankings is all present here. Nidori, the other Botswanan, which is great. I think it's going to be cool to see 2 Botswanans in the mix here. Ja'carri Patterson, obviously, who we've seen a few times already. Matthew Hudson Smith is just, I don't know. He just has not really been cooking.
He's not looked good the last 2 years, I feel.
Who has besides Kevin at Chippy? When Kevin at Chippy's on the line, no one looks good except for apparently Rai Benjamin. So props.
I thought he looked good. I'm not scurrying away from that one. I thought Benjamin looked good in that race.
No, listen. They're like, if you compare him to everyone else who Kevin at Chippy's raced this year, then yeah, he did look good. I don't know. 400's in a weird spot. Like 2 years ago, I swear to God, we were talking about the world record going down after Paris. And now it's just like the Kevin at Chippy show.
I mean, shout out to him for racing off.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, like, I feel like if he wasn't racing, the event would be so dead.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty true. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't even be watching most of the men's 4s. Unless it was Rai or Kevin at Chippy.
Everyone just picks Kevin at Chippy every week.
I mean,
he's just a plus EV pick by far.
Exactly. He wins every time. You get the maximum amount of points. He's also not worth a shit ton because it's not like he's particularly close to the world record or anything. Still half a second away.
Wouldn't you just go by like world rankings or something? Or
A world ranking.
I don't know. You'll have to find out and come play this next Monaco.
well, no, because it sounds like it's already flawed.
No, it's great. It's great. Genuinely.
All right, women's
Women's
3K is actually pretty good. I think we left this one out by accident when we were talking about the distance events not being good, but I am disappointed to see that there isn't a women's 5K because I would have loved to see Agnes Jebet-Nagedij be in a 5K right now to see where she's kind of at. But nevertheless, it's cool to see her and Kipyegon in a race, even though we know Kipyegon is kind of out of sorts at the moment. I think it'll be cool to also see Batacleti kind of in the mix.
True.
Because I don't know if we've really seen her race a ton, right?
She won indoors, I think, and that she had a like active indoor season where she looked good, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, I know she won a world title, right?
Yeah. I think in the 3K. Yeah.
Oh, she kind of.
I'm at the mercy of your screen now, Runner Boy. If there's white things on the screen, you can see me. There's not. I'm in the darkness.
Oh yeah, I forgot she ran a good road 10K too. She ran 30:08. It's kind of moving. That's probably her best mark, no? Or close. Yeah, it is. Not counting this inflated 3K mark. But yeah, she kind of stunk it up in. Okay, I do remember why she hasn't raced since Italy, or why she didn't race well in Italy, because I thought I remember seeing that she was either injured or she was really sick. So this is going to be her first race in. What?
She just looked kind of out of it from the start of the race.
No, she said she was sick or something. She said she was really sick or that she was coming back from an injury. I think it was illness. So hopefully she's better, and we'll hope.
It's just sweet that, I reckon.
Nozomi Tanaka to win.
I love Tanaka.
Someone was going to mention her. Knew it.
She's so cool.
How could we not?
I was gonna say Tanaka's cool, dude. She's she's got a sick aura to her, and she also races a ton, bro.
All of the Mexican players against England.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. Losers in like.
You know who this Japanese women's runner reminds me of? The Mexican men's football team.
Yeah, I said it, bro. Losers and 5'6".
Tanaka's not 5'6".
Yeah, she'll be like 5 foot flat or something because it's
Oh wait,
5 flat.
I forgot. World Athletics doesn't tell athletes their fucking height.
Well, what's funny about 5 foot flat?
Just saying flat. I don't know. Just saying 5 foot. 5 foot. Right. Okay, Jumpman's disappeared.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she is 5 feet 0 inches.
God damn, 5 foot flat on the ground. She's so short. God damn.
And then, I don't know. Jess Hall is just not really.
Nah, it hasn't been her year.
Yeah, it hasn't been her year, but still it'd be nice for her to be in the mix.
Nationals?
Sorry?
You guys watch Aussie Nationals? Like the Athletics Nationals earlier this year?
Well, I saw that she got clipped and was low-key going to get outkicked in the 15. And didn't she say she was going for the triple and then lost her first race?
Yeah, going for the triple, was looking to be outkicked in the first race, tripped and fell, and then didn't run any of the rest. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, rough.
And then since that has not recovered.
I think that's it. I mean, the men's 5K I don't think is particularly interesting. I think Alex Yee in the 5K is kind of cool. Is this his first Diamond League 5K?
Yeah, I think it's because he's done a road 5K before, and that's where he got his 13:13. I think in Valencia.
Is he still competing in triathlete?
Yeah. I think he is a triathlete, but he's always been like I think his best discipline's always been the running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It'll be cool to see him It'll be cool to see how he fares against this type of field in a track setting, nevertheless. So I'll be curious what he does in particular. I mean, everyone else, I guess Meharry hasn't really been delivering lately either. So I haven't been super excited to watch him. Jacob Kropp hasn't really been back in 1240 shape in a while, I feel like.
I mean, I think Grecia and Camellia are like the big names given their success in the Tokyo Champs, but Grecia's looked kind of patchy the whole year. I don't know if Camellia's going to be able to hang as well with a proper Diamond League pace. I feel like we would talk about this before, but the women's 800 feels like the only distance event that's really popping off. I mean, Cam Myers is kind of pulling the 1500 meter along, but I don't know, man. I feel like we're not eating good.
Yeah, distance hasn't. Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah, no, you go first.
No, I didn't have a lot to say, honestly.
So you're not going to speak?
I really did. I really did not have a lot to say. I was just going to say the only thing I was going to say is that the distance events have just not been hitting. That was it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I just wanted to see who would crack first. How long we're going to have this staring competition.
Well, I mean, I would just edit and post, dumbass. I'm not going to keep a 20-second.
Yeah, I know you're not going to keep it, but I still thought it was a chat off a move.
The audio listeners are just going to be like, why? Did he forget to cut out the 20 seconds of silence?
No, I don't know. I was kind of having this thought that Cam Myers is turning into the next Jakob Ingebrigtsen. I mean, obviously, next couple years he'll have to. There are big shoes to fill. But the way he aggressively races is very much it. And he wants to win. He wants to like pull everyone along. He doesn't give a shit.
He likes to race often as well. Be in shape year round. Very Jakob.
Yeah, I think the problem is that he isn't on in the northern hemisphere, so it means his seasons are doubly long, and his aggression is also taken out on the poor Australians that he beats the living crap out of unnecessarily. So I mean that'll be his downfall, is basically trying to do 2 seasons. But otherwise, I don't know, if he can fulfill his talent, I reckon he'll be the guy to pull it all along and make the 1500 great again.
Yeah, I think I can accept it in an off year, but I don't know. We need to start moving up next year, because at least the women's 800 is good. I think the men's 800 will start to cook up a little bit as things continue. But we're not. I think with Wanyonyi gone, or at least not racing a huge amount, we're just not at the same level we were last year, which I guess is fine.
We need to start doing some like custom content for people who like have memberships. Like,
well, I was gonna say I wouldn't mind
celeb shout outs.
If there was a demand for it, I'd be fine with opening a Patreon for. But I think we definitely need to build a bigger audience first before we heavily invest in something like that. But I wouldn't even be opposed to doing side episodes or side videos where, I don't know, we do some like tier lists or do some race break, like maybe some like deep race breakdowns or whatever.
Roblox track and field.
Roblox track and field. Some Phantom Forces.
I'm not playing
Phantom Forces. I've been grinding that game. I'm so ass.
Bro, I'm either 1v1 Osu, dude. We rock up to the fucking.
I think I still have my tablet somewhere. I'm trying to think where. Because I actually just bought a tablet a few months ago because I was going to start playing again for fun.
When was the last time you played Osu?
I played it a few months ago when I bought a new tablet, but then I just stopped. What
level of map are you playing?
I don't know. I just from the get-go, I was playing probably 4 to 5 stars.
Oh, dude, that's perfect. We got a 1v1. I reckon I cook you off CSM.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to...
No, you'd absolutely destroy me. I have 0 rhythm, but I can click the dots.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, if people are interested and there's enough of a demand for it, we'll look into doing the Patreon. It'd probably just be the standard, $3-5 a month would get you access to videos, Q&As, whatever, stuff like that. Early access to videos too. Maybe I can really, if I'm able to, I can try and get them out a day early for patrons, and then a day later, the normies would get the actual video.
Dude, I am so bad. I was thinking so much like what I could offer patrons. Like at the moment, I've just got it set up. A few people pay, and like they get nothing because I can't.
I haven't
know what I could possibly produce.
I haven't maintained my Patreon in so long. I feel so bad. Because initially I was using it to give video updates, and I would take screenshots of my premiere and be like, hey, this is how far I'm in the project. Things are going well. And I would also release videos a day early. And then I would also say, hey, here's the next few videos you can probably expect to see. 2023 and 2024, I had a lot of momentum going, to be fair. So I was more incentivized to use my Patreon.
All my stuff comes out like immediately. So it's like,
I feel like it would work for your channel.
Not in the slightest.
If there's a news update video, you got to get your videos out as quickly as possible. You can't be delaying them 24 hours if there's been a crazy performance.
Yeah.
I can't possibly ever see myself making like an extra like shit tier video for patrons. Like that's like, ugh.
Yeah, just a lot of work.
No, I think it only works for my channel. Like a Patreon type of deal.
I mean,
I would like to start doing some behind the scenes stuff where I would talk more in depth about stuff I left out of a certain documentary or certain thing I covered. I would like to do that in the future. I would just have to.
Each video just have like a yabbering video attached on the Patreon.
Yeah, I know. But I also gotta make stuff, and I gotta stop being such a depressed fucking bastard and actually get working on stuff. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. It's been a rough year.
I keep trying.
A rough year or two.
Those two videos are kind of interesting in the top right, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm only subbed to or like the YARP channel is only subbed to us three. And then I also like basically already tailored the algorithm to just be track stuff in case we wanted to, I don't know, just fucking look for stuff.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. So we could have a just watching YouTube podcast.
There might be a poker video here and there. Oh, there is one. That was an accident.
I like poker videos.
But all right. I think that actually one last quick thing. I think it'd be remiss if we didn't mention it. Rest in peace, rest in power to Stephen Francis, the Jamaican coach from MVP, who is responsible for some of the greatest talents Jamaica has ever produced. Really set the standard for athletes from Jamaica not needing to go to the NCAA system to be successful. And I just figured give it a quick mention. It was on my mind early on in the episode, but I just completely forgot about it. Because, we were all fans of the Jamaican trio in some fashion, and just a lot of athletes from MVP in general, what they offered to the sport. So, our condolences to Stephen Francis and the family, loved ones, everyone else involved. And I just wanted to get that out there quick. So, all right. I think that is a good time to wrap things up. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys after. God, will we see you guys after Monaco? I mean, if Monaco,
so. I think we can do a London preview with Kerr. Like, we can see.
Yeah, if all the London start list stuff comes out by then too.
I think it should do by like the 12th, surely, like less than a week before. I mean, I know it's the Diamond League, but
yeah,
we can do a Monaco, London, and a fantasy pick'ems all together on the video.
Plug.
How much are these people paying you?
Yeah, I think we'll be back next week.
How much do they pay? Me. It's me. I'm paying me.
Yeah, your coding skills that are so revered.
Yep. Hey, vibe coding. It wasn't even me. I don't want to take the credit for making it, but it's like I don't know. It's a project me, Adam, and another friend are working on.
I think London's going to be really fun to see people's picks, because if Josh Kerr gets the world record, that's going to be a huge thing. So is captaining Josh Kerr going to be the meta? You're feeling bold?
Dude, I'm not picking Josh Kerr. I'm going to pick someone in his race to beat him.
I want to see what the start list is going to be because like there's a non-zero chance if like Cam Myers just drafts behind him the entire time. I don't know.
If Cam Myers is running out of spite, he should run right behind him. He shouldn't actually lead. Just like,
oh no, 100%. No, not even out of spite. If he's smart, he shouldn't like. Why is he going to do the work? Like if Kerr is like forced to try and chase the record,
because I think Kerr's going to run too slow and not even keep up with the pace lights and pacer.
No,
just out of spite, everyone should sit behind him and be forced to watch.
He's gonna like do the first kilometer fast, and then he's gonna try and rip the last 600. Like that's what he said the tactic is. So
I think he's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss it. Listen, I'm playing the pessimist. He's the villain, and I'm the villain of the villain.
No, I mean I think most people agree he's not going to do it. I think he'll get closer than people are expecting, but I'm not running for him to go. Like I don't think he's going to get it.
Does he have a good mile PR?
345.
345. Yeah.
Pre-classic.
Yeah, he's not beating that.
But he did lead the last 600 off.
He's not beating 345.
No, I'm done, dude. Kerr, listen, no races, 800s. Miller doesn't PB. I'm bloody bearish on Josh Kerr.
All damn. Right.
Interesting. Not even PBing is a bold take, I'll be honest, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I'd be so asked from him, to be fair, but
yeah, I guess we'll see. So Monaco, London Diamond League preview. Those are the two things you can expect to see, hopefully, from us by next week and next episode. So until then, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.